Okay, so in this video, we're going to go over how to take our clean AR aging detail report that we got in our last video and how to move that into the OptimalData Open AR template that's available in the class notes for download. So I'm going to go ahead and take this file right here. I'm going to copy all that data and I'm going to just line it up right here. And then I'm going to take the blue points here and I'm just going to copy those rows down so that I know that all of my formulas are updated. So I'm going to I'll go over each of these NetSuite columns here real quick. And again, this is very similar to the accounts payable video. So the name ID is basically a lookup from our name map. The name map can be the exact same as the one that was used on the AP side. The count and the external ID, that's just a calculation. We're going to include the external ID, and it's really important for any journal entries that we're bringing in. The NetSuite type is pulling as an X lookup from the transaction type map. And again, this is kind of my standard way that I bring in transactions from QuickBooks Online to NetSuite. And then I've got my other variables, which I need to populate from NetSuite. These are going to be the internal IDs of the AR accounts, the Open AR expense, the Open AR item, and then the posting period. So I'll just really quickly show you how you can grab those from NetSuite. So we're going to go to Lists, Accounting, Accounts. And we've got our internal ID. So I want all this activity mapped to the 1110 trade receivables, account 123. So I'm going to grab that internal ID. I'll just copy it there. And then I'm going to scroll down, grab the internal ID for my Open AR account. So that's going to be 373. The item, you can go to Lists, Accounting, Items. And then I like to use this quick sort, and you can click this recently created. And here's my Open AR item 621. Grab that, and then I'm just going to put November 2023 for the posting period. And so now all those values should now be populated in my spreadsheet. And then the memo, the posting period are just standard strings that you can put in. And then the approval status is just a reminder about that, the workflow consideration for invoices. And then the amount is going to get updated for credit memos and payments. Those need to be reversed to be positive amounts for the template. And so that's what is happening in this formula. Okay, so once we've done that, we can go ahead and filter this NetSuite type to be based on each of the transaction types. So we're going to go ahead and for my invoices, I'm going to copy that and I'm just going to bring that over and copy that over to the invoice tab. And then I'm going to do the same thing for my credit memos. And my payments. I think for payments, I need to create a new tab. Oh, no, I don't need to. So we grab the payments, copy that in, and then we'll do the journal entries last. All right, so I'm going to copy the journal entry lines, take those over, copy them into my template. And again, if you remember, we have to do a little bit of extra work for the journal entry lines where we take the full batch, and then we're going to copy all of the lines below. Again, because journal entries require 2 lines, a debit and a credit. And so the original line that we copy in, that's going to reflect the AR account activity. So that should be reflected as the 123 account. And if it's a negative, that means it's a credit to accounts receivable. And if it's a positive, it means it's a debit. And so Then on the other side, I would recommend if you edit the amount to just be the negative above, and then you can copy and paste it down. And then you're going to also want to change this to be the suspense expense account ID. And then you can copy and paste those values. You can delete the extra row, and now you're going to have a balancing journal entry with a debit and a credit amount. Okay, so that is how you would do the journal entries. And then, so the last kind of step within the spreadsheet is then to save this, and then we're going to copy each of these 4 templates into CSV files. So we'll just make a copy. I would recommend making a copy of the tab. Check this create a copy. And then you can just save this down as a CSV file, and then you can call it optimal data invoice upload. And then you'll do the same thing for all of the tabs that are applicable for your transaction types. And then in the next video, I'm going to show you how to actually import each of these transaction tabs into NetSuite. So that's what we'll go over in the next course. All right, we'll see you in the next class.